Alright, Shalom Akim, Kahalal, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Racha Kodash, that belongs to the apostles, and others of great millstone that rule well, and peace and salutation to the Akim around the world that pushes through to the four corners of the earth. As a short video I come across, this is an important year. For it was a year of the push, and it was a year of prophecy, it was a year of charagma. And we expect to see a lot of advances in what the Bible refers to as the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip. Right.
The most cutting-edge thing about
this is what they will be promoting a lot and investing a lot of technology into. So look, this is what they call the RFID microchip. It's also referred to as NFC, right? In certain places, which refers to as near field communication.
His Huerblad isn't the phone in his hand; it's the microchip actually in his hand. The tiny implant is the latest advance in a biohacking technology that is steadily becoming a part of normal life in Sweden.
Imagine they're watching high-tech, fancy technology as you seen a light blinking in your hand. Imagine whenever you've seen somebody making contact with your chip, you see in your hand blinking. Like, hey, boy, that's real cool. Wow. You understand? There's a level of intelligence that people reach in this society.
Created a new implant, which is not a chip, it's a full device where you can add different lights, different vibration, different functions. Sweden is a very tech-literate society, and I think this is the main explanation really why a lot of Swedes are adopting chip implants.
Swedes haven't been shy about upgrading themselves with the new version. Thousands already have microchip implants that they use in their daily lives, waving their hand to gain entrance to the gym, confirm their ID or make payments. A short moment of pain not putting them off becoming part Swede, part machine. This event is and
there's something that you don't see highly in normal news you just watch every day. Like in this country, we in Trinidad and Tobago has something called TV6 News. You understand? You wouldn't see this on TV6 News. Because behind the scenes they actually make a majority of the advancements for these things. You'll see it in small commercials or small little news clippings when you search them online, pertaining to developing auto mechanics to actually work around the microchip. Whereas when you just place your hand on the car, it's starting. They actually had that in development. They created they have the phones that do use NFC, and they say that's for headphones and so forth, but they knew eventually when the RFID chip they would be to communicate with that. They actually building society and technology around this system so that when it's implemented it's very simple. Even down here they have people that practicing it on certain prisoners and so forth, or people who want house arrest, I believe, with the RFID bracelets, that kind of tag hand to put on the prisoners to keep track of them. They actually in systems where they're implementing the technology, but it's just not on the full dominant scale yet. Whereas you have to take it. If you don't take it, you can buy or sell. But they're bringing it in and they're practicing it slowly but sure until that time. They're preparing themselves, in other words.
Implant party, simply where ordinary people can show up and get a microchip under their skin. The biohacking movement in Sweden is hosting them all over Europe, but it's at home where they get the most willing recipients.
I think it's really cool. You don't have to carry any keys or anything. It's just your body. In maybe 10 years, everything will be in your hand.
In Sweden, more than anywhere else, the future is already here. The National Train Committee has around 2,600 people signed up to use microchips instead of, and no need to mind the generation gap. 18-year-old Felicia and Father Magnus still bear the scars of their new implants. Student Hannah Herving is also freshly chipped and now just needs to program it to open doors. Although, importantly for a future career,
and this is how Esau have the whole world. And people all around the world who not even from the nation of Esau drinking this wine of fornication. Yeah, so I want to actually put a chip in the hand to become like a computer. So just holding a computer and just pressing the knobs and doing technological things with it, that's not enough. You want to be a computer. You understand? I was making these movies with cyborgs and trying to make the cyborgs look so cool, because really and truly they want people to be like cyborgs. They want you to actually be part machine, and they even want for you to reach the state where you could upload your entire brain into a mechanical being and just be a robot and live forever. You understand? That is Esau. That is Esau version of the kingdom. You understand? Because that's as far as he could get. If he would have ever been able to reach that stage, to actually program or upload your whole mind into a robot and live forever. But Jake don't have to look forward to that, because in the kingdom we will live forever, and we would have different bodies to do these things. But they don't want that. Jake want Esau version.
it does already connect.
As tensions in Venezuela intensify, the US says it will come to the aid of those wanting to...
Salakia.
Is also freshly chipped and now just needs to program it to open doors. Although, importantly for a future career, it does already connect to her LinkedIn.
Some people say I'm mad that I don't know if it's safe and all that, but people have been putting these chips into animals for 20 years, so I'm not worried about that.
The long-term goal is for the new...
And one of the purposes that they put it in the animals for originally was to track the animals. You understand? To track animals and know where they are at all points in times, in case you lost your dog. So see, they wanted it for that purpose for animals. You thinking your purpose will be different? Just because it have a few extra features?
Chips to help provide medical care in remote communities. They're already getting under the skin of the Swedes. It may soon become just another normal part of modern life and of the human body. Paul Rees, Al Jazeera, Lund, Sweden.
And that is what they want. They want it to become so normal, because Esau know once they push something out for a certain period of time. So okay, I thought I actually mute that. Yeah, Esau know once they push something out for a certain period of time, long enough, it has eventually become the norm in society. Just like what they did with half of the things that they have out here right now, like women wearing pants. Originally that wasn't the norm, but because they pushed into society for so many years, children who growing up would accept it as the norm, because that is what I was born into. The same thing as with this LGBT and its homosexuality nonsense. That is what they're trying to do now, put it into society as the norm, until, because that's how subtle this little devil is. That has always tried to use things like media and laws and society to actually flood their nonsense, to make the upcomers accept it as the norm, because their target is not the now generation. Their target is be the new generation. As you'll see, that is one of the practices they used to use with the slaves in the Willie Lynch. Who they used to target was the ones coming up, and they would program the ones coming up, because once you have them, you have everything. Eventually the older ones would die out, and it's the younger ones who would grow up with it, and then program the ones after them to grow up with it also, like a perpetual thing. And that is what they're trying to do with us right now. They're trying to catch as much as they could now, but really and truly they'll be targeting the younger to watch it as something normal. And for even the ones now who don't want to accept it, when they enforce certain laws that you have to accept it or else you can't even eat, how long you'll last for? So they will have some rebellion to it now, and then, well, in their head they will have some rebellion to it now, and then the younger ones will accept it willingly, because that is the norm in life. But Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is going to destroy this place. Before that, they could even establish something like that. So they wouldn't even have the time or the chance to do what it is that they have planned. You understand? You want to come and destroy all these things. Anyway, with that, I'd like to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Racha Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone of Well, and peace and salutation to the Akim around the world that pushes truth to the four corners of the earth. This is Yahweh from Eternal Camp saying Shalom, Akim, stay strong.